I'm a little tired this morning. We had a huge amount of ferry delays yesterday when I went over to the mainland to have a dinner date with my daughter, and I didn't get back to the island till super late.
Oh, good morning, everybody. Welcome to my mess. This stuff's got to go back in the front. Ugh. That's what happens when you have your daughter. Everything from the front seat's got to come back here.
As I sit here and edit this, makes me wonder, all this mess on my floor, are these the warning signs that I'm beginning to be a hoarder? That I'm just comfortable living in my own filth? Really, it's not that bad. Some clothes, some boots on the floor, and a few boxes from my mailbox. That's about it. It's not that bad. Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah, boy. I got to bed around 2 o'clock in the morning, and it's 7:03. I got up around 6:30. Took me a little bit to get out of bed, but man, I really honestly could sleep till noon today if my body would just let me. My brain's like, no way, bro. Ugh. One more pair of socks. I had a subscriber at one of my gatherings in Ontario give me this bag, and I freaking love it because I technically don't have a room inside of here or a compartment where I keep my laundry. I probably could rework it into this cabinet. But yeah, he gave me this bag and I love it. Cruzy loves it because when it's in the front seat, it stays up there with him, and he likes it because he gets to mold it around with his legs, and then he just lies on it. It's like his dirty, gross puppy bed. And he likes it.
Yeah, sounds to me like I'm just making excuses for becoming a dirty, filthy van dweller. See, a little bit of cleaning, moving stuff around, my van's not that bad. Anyway, for those people that have said they can see my personal information on my shipping boxes, like the one beside me there, they can read my phone number and my address, so just so you know, that's all the information from my mail service company, their number, their everything, so no real personal information of mine are on those labels at all.
Good morning, Sir Cruzy. As soon as I wake up, this little guy takes my nice warm spot every time. Buddy, I'm gonna cover you up a little bit. You can stay in bed, okay? Come on, pal. In some ways, I wouldn't mind getting rid of this little cup holder console thing. So where the engine is here, they call this the doghouse. But there's this big attachment on here, and it's like thick. And I really don't use that bottom compartment much. It'd be nice to have one where you can get your foot through it. As I get a little older, I'm not as limber as I once was, so getting through here is not getting any easier. Maybe pulling that thing off would give me lots more room. Good morning. Oh yeah, what a pretty morning. Rise and shine, everyone. See how pretty it is outside? I had a really epic shower this morning, and I get to answer a question that was asked on my channel many, many years ago, but I never really could answer it because I was never in the situation. Some people had asked me about showering at the chain gym membership that I'm at, that if they know I live in my van, and or if they're okay with you just coming in and just using their facilities for showers. And I always said, what's the difference? You pay for your gym membership anyway. Who cares why you use it? Whether you go in there just to step on the scale once and leave every day, so be it. It doesn't really matter. But today, at the Nanaimo one, which is my home gym, they're the ones that get the money out of my every month. Even though I travel across Canada, they get my billing every single month. So they get to benefit from me showering at every other gym for 6 months. Yeah, I was talking to the owner, and we were just talking about some showers. They've had some shower problems there with water leaking and things like that. And I was talking to her today, and I told her, I said, I live in my van and I use you guys 100% is my shower. I'm like, I don't use the gym facilities. Sometimes I do, but that's very rare. But I said, I just use you guys for my showers. And her exact response was like, oh, what made you get living in a van? And I started telling her about it. And she was like, yeah, my ex-husband, our ex-boyfriend, we used to like fantasize. So she used to watch and kind of live vicariously through you. And he always wanted to do it, but never could do it. But yeah, like I've said this a bazillion times. Never hide what you're doing. Be proud of living in that van. It's unique. Everybody around me here has traditional things that we've always done. Drive back and forth to work on the same route every day, and always like grab coffee in the morning and go. Like, a routine is great. You know, I have a routine right now. I get up in the morning and go for coffee and a bagel with Emmy, and then head to my shop. So, but anyway, I'm getting off track here. But be proud of what you're doing. If you're gonna do something unique, whether it's traveling across Canada and living in a van and stuff, just be proud of it. If you're living in a van full time, own it. It's just a cool thing to do. Anyway, I woke up a little bit after having that shower. We slept like, what? Time to get to bed about 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4 hours last night, which isn't bad. Normally I do around 6 hours, but we're heading for coffee with Emmy this morning. I smell that. A lot better.
Me and Emmy usually try to meet up in the mornings for a coffee and a bagel before we take off and start our own days. I've been going to the shop every day lately because that project is it's on my mind, and all I want to do is just go to the shop, turn on the music, and work on that ambulance. Emmy's been busy lately too. She's writing a vegan cookbook. Oh shit. Whew. Excuse me. She's writing a vegan cookbook, so she's been busy too. Welcome to the shop. And this is a weird thing I've really enjoyed about being at the shop. Silly, but I enjoy taking my blower out and doing a little yard work. Weird, right? Silly thing I enjoy.
It's fall here on the West Coast. I heat my shop with a knockoff Chinese diesel heater. It's an all-in-one unit, so it has a heater on the bottom and it's got the fuel tank on the top, just a small one, and everything's ready to go underneath. You just gotta plumb it outside. Bada boom, plug it into 12 volt or the grid, whatever, and you got $250 shop heat. And that thing does an amazing job. Shocking, right? J5 Custom Vans does that at the shop he has up by his house there. And I was like, are you serious? That's all you're running? He's like, yep, I got the big one and it runs all day. And I did it in my shop and it works like a hot damn. Anyway, today's video is sponsored by Surfshark. I love Surfshark. You guys know I love my Surfshark. Surfshark is an online VPN service that encrypts all of your activity on the internet. So when you put your credit card and stuff out there, it's safe, especially when you're on public Wi-Fi. And as a nomad, we rely on a lot of public Wi-Fi. So it just allows you guys to like surf and buy things online just a little bit safer. What I love, and you all know this already, I love that you can spoof the internet so they think you're coming in from another country. So when I log on to Netflix, if I want to watch Netflix in the USA, I don't have access to some of the movies that you guys have down there in the USA. So I go on, use my VPN, pop in there, say I'm from Las Vegas, just saying, boom, I'm watching Netflix and they think I'm in Las Vegas. It's cool. And you guys have the same thing here too. So we have like lots of the Marvel comic ones on our Netflix, and you guys don't have that down there, I don't think, and you can get it if you watch it on ours. Anyway, they're having a Black Friday sale, 85% off if you use my promo code right now, and 3 months free. Okay, back at it. So in my shop, I got that bugger, that little box. It's not very big, it's a little box. Well, the other day, we lost power in the shop, and I think that was responsible, and that was responsible. Running that and that together blew the entire circuit to the whole property. Okay, it may not have all been my fault. They have a whole family and stuff up there. But me and Emmy were sitting here, and boom, power goes out. I'm like, what the heck? we had a really bad windstorm the other day, and I thought maybe they were just doing some repairs to the windstorm stuff and they had to shut down some of the grids just to do some repairs. I don't know. And turns out Mark texted me. Mark's like, what are you doing down there? What do you mean? He asked me if I was welding or doing anything like that because they blew the main circuit up at the house, and we're on the same circuit, the house and down here. I'm like, I'm making French fries? And then I realized that I was doing one thing that I normally don't do in the shop. So what was running that day were the shop lights, my speakers, my computer, and obviously my little fridge and freezer. That's the usual things that pull, and then my diesel heater over there. And then I was like, well, I'm making French fries. That was the only thing. So I plugged this into the Jackery, and Jackery showed me this thing pulls like 1,500, just about 1,600 watts. I'm like, I don't know, that doesn't seem like that would knock the whole circuit out. I don't really think I'm pulling that much. Then I realized that I turned that thing on for about an hour that day, and I don't run that thing. There's probably 5-6 times in the last year I've ever used it. And then I climbed up on the ladder. That heater pulls 20 amps of power off the grid. And if you think about it, if they have a whole family up there, they're doing laundry and everything else, and I'm in here running whatever I'm running in here, they have a 200 amp circuit on the whole property, adding another 20 amps to that, that's insane. So I probably won't be using that thing again. I don't use it very often anyway, but mine over there pulls 25 to 50 watts. That pulls 4,800 watts. And I think my diesel heater over there pushes out more heat than that thing. Those little buggers that we hit our vans with are mighty impressive. And I know you guys hear me talk about my Webasto gasoline heater that I have in my van that I love so much. And so many people give me crap for bashing on the Chinese ones. I'm not bashing on them. The one I have in my shop that's been running on max for what, it ran all winter last year, came back after 6 months of not even firing it, fired up first shot, boom, hitting my shop. They're actually pretty decent in the right scenario. You just got to take care of them right and run them on high. I don't know why we're talking about this stuff. We're just subjects are subjects. And when they're on my mind, they're on my mind. Hi, Cruz. I picked up some supplies here for the ambulance. This is some sound deadening and some thermal barrier for the engine bay. And I also got some heat shielding here stuff too. It's got some foam in there. And I'm going to use some combination of both of these inside of that big black hole right there. And some roller tools I found online just to kind of help apply the barrier. So if you've never seen this stuff before, it's like a black rubber butyl rubber material in the middle. It's got foil on one side and then it's sticky on the other. It's bendable and movable, so you can contour it in all sorts of different areas. And there is lots of different companies that make this stuff, and it is not cheap, my friends. Not when you buy the Dynamat stuff. That was a hard decision to make. There are piles of different companies that make this stuff, and I was a bit confused on what I needed to buy and what brand. There is tons of them. There's Kilmat, Nyoko, I think that other one was, and piles of no-name ones on Amazon that are super cheap. This is 5 times more expensive than some of the other ones out there. I know when I bought the Kilmat one, it was about half the price of this one, but the more and more research that I did when it came to sound deadening stuff, it all came back to Dynamat being the number one. I don't know if this was the first company that ever designed these things, but all these sound testings that I watched, this one always outperformed the other one. Does it outperform it 5 times more than the other one? No. But because I don't want to hold back on the ambulance, this box here was $290, and this is enough to do the entire engine bay and probably one layer on the floor in the front of the ambulance, because I'm going to do the front flooring and stuff too. So there's quite a bit here. They are all using the same black butyl. Like, really, what's the difference? Like, what makes the difference? It's foil and butyl. After all this stuff is applied, in every crack and crevice underneath that engine bay. We're gonna put this on there as a final layer above that. So inside the Ford engine bays, there is a small layer of this stuff. This one's a little bit different. It looks like layered paper, like not a foam. So yeah, there's little pins there that you just pop those things off. You can rebuy these things. This little thing, pop those off and that whole piece should just come right out. But so we'll be putting that shiny stuff, well, we'll be put underneath here. We're gonna do the Dynamat stuff first. We do a couple layers of Dynamat around all these corners everywhere. We're gonna cover all of it. And then that foam stuff will go over top of it. And hopefully there'll be enough clearance in here for the engine to squeeze by, because by doing the 2 layers of Dynamat and 1 layer of foam, we'll definitely bring this one out probably another quarter more inch than there. But we're gonna wrap this entire baby everywhere. And then on the inside, we're gonna do the inside of the firewall as much as we can get up and cover the entire floor. Like after those are welded up and painted up and sealed up nicely, then we're gonna run Dynamat over the whole floor, 2 layers of it, super thick, trying to keep this noise from being in there as best we can. I never expected today to just be a walk around and talk about stuff video. These tools I got, I just went on there and these tools popped up right after I started looking at these, which is awesome because you can roll them into the corners and stuff like that. I definitely, they're no brand. These are just some like knockoff, whatever. But there is companies like these guys that make their own tools. I didn't see what the difference is. These feel pretty solid. Crazy one massage. Hey, what does that feel good? Ah, that feels good. Hey, a little roller massage, bro. I don't really got a plan today. I think I'm gonna just tinker around here in the shop a little bit. I ordered this little spot weld drill out kit that I seen on an auto body YouTube channel. Well, so we're gonna give that a shot. Otherwise, we're just gonna use some just regular drill bits. So when you drill it in, it drills your pilot hole, and those little teeth there drill out the spot weld. There is a top piece of metal and a back piece of metal here, but there's spot welds in here that need to be drilled out before you can break those 2 pieces apart. So I don't know, I bought this tool, give it a shot. Otherwise, we're just gonna drill it out. We'll drill a small pilot drill in the middle and then use a bigger drill on the outside edge, but I don't know. According to YouTube, these are pretty cool, so we'll find out. I got a delivery notification on my phone. Oh, look at that. We got a little special delivery. I can take my sign down now. There's my sign. So when the delivery truck comes, it says, yo, deliveries to the shop. And then on the other side of this sign, just in case the owners of the property up there are leaving, it says this when they leave. Psst, be a badass today. I'm pretty sure I posted a video the other day saying that it snowed. It's still fall here. It's chilly outside though. Super, super chilly. All right, so this is the Hydra Performance Chip thing I need for running my new single shot injectors. Do I know what the heck this is? I have no clue. Ooh, look at that thing. It's got like buttons and stuff. So yeah, I don't know what this is. Truck will not start unprogrammed. So yeah, this is step 1 of my single shot injector upgrade. The injectors are on their way. They should be here in a few days. I like a place that sends me stickers and a pen. That's where I got it from, Riff Raff Diesel. The rest of this stuff should be in, and I'm excited to see the injectors. I don't even know what a injector looks like. And just after this came in, this showed up.
I've been slacking on a lot of things. Cleaning my van is one. Putting up as many videos as I normally do is number 2. And number 3 is I haven't released stickers or merch in a long time. So that's what we're going to do in December. New merch, new stickers, all coming soon. Hit subscribe. I'll see you guys later.